Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to our virtual class. So for this week, we will be having our week 6 topic, which is application software spreadsheet. So at the end of the discussion, you students will be able to define and differentiate the term worksheet and spreadsheet. Identify also the 4 types of data that can be entered in a worksheet. Explain how can addresses are used in spreadsheet programs. Then explain what formula is and how formula can be used in spreadsheet programs. Then the last one, use 3 types of data analysis tools commonly found in the spreadsheet, and of course describe their uses. So spreadsheet, that is a software tool for entering, calculating, manipulating, and analyzing sets of numbers. So we use a spreadsheet just like the use of the calculator. So a spreadsheet have a wide range of uses, form, family budgets to corporate earnings statements. So you can set up a spreadsheet to show information in numerous ways, such as traditional row and column format or a sleek report with headings and charts. So marami tayong pwedeng gawin using the spreadsheet. Pero ang spreadsheet kasi para siyang calculator. Calculator siya na marami kang aside kasi sa pagiging calculator niya, you can also insert text, you can also insert graphs, image, ayan. So, mas marami kang pwedeng gawin using the spreadsheet. So, work in a document called a worksheet. So, yung ginawa mo, dun kasi sa MS Word, ang tawag natin dun sa output natin is a document. While in the spreadsheet, we call it worksheet or sheet. So you can collect related worksheet in a workbook. So workbook, which is called a notebook in some programs. So worksheet can be named, and a workbook can contain as many individual worksheets as your system resource will allow. So a typical spreadsheet also has also interface, provides a main menu bar, a toolbars, a special formula bar where you can create or edit data and formulas in the worksheet. So it has also, just like with MS Word in the Word document or MS Word application, it has also menu bar, toolbars. Parang pagkakaiba lang niya, pag sa spreadsheet kasi, meron na siyang formula bar. So scroll bars, it helps you navigate a large worksheet and at the bottom of the window. So just like again, so let's have a comparison kasi para mas madali yung maintindihan. So yung scroll bar, parang pareho lang din siya sa Word natin. Meron din siyang scroll bar just to view a large worksheet. Then status bar, it tells you specific information about the worksheet. So this is the interface of the spreadsheet. So as you can see, it has also a menu bar. So this is the menu bar. Then we have a formula bar. So yung formula bar, pwedeng dito ka mag-i-insert. You just point that one. Then you can also edit here in the formula bar. Then we have also the toolbars, the worksheet area. Then we have here on this part is the status bar and then the scroll bar. So that is the parts of the spreadsheet. So the intersection of any column and row is called cell. So yung intersection niya, for example, yung pagsasalubungan nila, ang tawag dun ay cell. So for us to identify the name of the cell, tignan natin yung pangalan ng column, that is D, and then yung row is 3. So therefore, this cell is called D3. So how are we going to enter data in a worksheet? So paano tayo mag-insert ng text? So entering data in a worksheet is simple. Using the mouse or arrow key, you can select a cell to make it active. So paano mo malalaman na active yung cell? malalaman mo na active yung cell pag meron na siyang ganitong border. So, the active cell is indicated by a cell pointer. So, meron siyang cell pointer. A rectangle that makes active cell borders look bold. So, di ba, if you compare this active cell to the other cell, ito lang yung parang na-highlight or naka-bold. Then we have also the cell address. So how are we going to know the cell address? So the cell address is located in this part just after the or just before the formula bar. So ito yung active cell. So therefore, this one is the active cell. This is B under column B and row 3. So this is B3. So this is the active cell. Then we have also labels. So labels, worksheet can contain text called labels, named for data values, as well as values and formulas. So labels help you make sense of a worksheet contents. It is important to remember the values and formulas can be used in calculations, but labels cannot. Yung labels kasi ito yung text or yung header na tinatawag natin. So syempre, pag text and yan, mga headers, you cannot calculate it. So, yan yung ating text called labels or data values. So, we have here the different example set. We have expenses, that is a label. The bills, the rent house, transform allowance, food, and personal expense. So, those are the example of labels as shown in the image. Then we have also the values. So ito naman yung pagkakaiba ng label sa values. So values, that is any number. Number naman yung values natin. You enter or number that results from computation. So those value can be used for computation. So you might enter series of values in a column so that you can total them. Pwedeng dire-diretso maglagay ka ng value. Para pwede mo siyang i-total later. So to format the values, like adding a comma in decimal place to make it more presentable, click the column to the values. So pwede mong i-select yung values, then you can right-click it and then choose the format cells. So marami ka kasing pwedeng gawin pag sinelect mo yung format cells. So once you select the format cells, eto na yung dialog box na i-display niya. So we have here, we can select different categories here from general, number. We can also set the value into date, time, percentage, fraction, scientific, text, special, and custom. Yun yung mga pwede nating gawin. Then, of course, we can also set the alignment of the value or the text using this one. And then we can also set the font, the border, the fill, and the protection. So after selecting that one, we can just check OK or select OK. So that's how we format values in the Excel. So formatting values are the output. So as you can see, we have here the label and then at the same time the value. So yung kanina kasing nauna, wala naman siyang 2 decimal places. So ang ginawa kasi niya, finormat niya yung number into 2 decimal places. That's why we have a 2 decimal places in this output. So isa-set mo lang siya. Pwede rin naman natin palitan yung currency niya. So let's put that one into dollar. So pwede yun. Then for the dates, the necessary part of most worksheet and spreadsheet programs can work with date information in many ways. So a date may be added to a worksheet simply to indicate when it was created. So we can also put the date using the format cells, using this tool, format cells. Ayan. So we can have the format of the date. Then formulas. So the power of the spreadsheet lies in formulas. So kaya very important or very useful ang spreadsheet is because of the formulas. It calculates the numbers based on values or formulas in other cells. So you can create many kinds of formulas manually to do basic arithmetic operations. So pwede rin naman na manual yon, then input mo na lang doon sa my cell, or you can use the formula itself. So when you use a formula, you can just copy it to the other cell. For example, if you wanted to compute the total amount of expenses from the total cell, click the equal sign. So when you're putting a formula, you need to use the equal signs as shown on the step 1. So we have here for the ayan, equal sign daw, yun yung sa step 1 natin. Then on the address bar, type sum. So pwedeng sum as shown on the step 2. So sum, gumamit ng function. And then typing sum will help you show all the available formulas in the Excel, or gumamit ng formula. So when you type sum, and then i-display niya yung mga available formulas or functions for the certain that certain value. Okay, so sum. Or pwede rin naman na ang gamitin mo is yung mismong cell address. So here, ang ginamit, pwede kasing equal, and then kunin mo lang yung cell address. So B3 or B4 plus B5 plus B6 plus B7. So possible din yun. Kaya lang ang ginamit is yung function na sum. So equal sum, then from B4 daw to B7. So kukunin niya yung sum from B4 to B7. Then here's the output. So the total is 7,289. So that is the total value. So aside from formula, we have also functions. So functions perform specialized calculations automatically. So you can include these functions in your own formula. So some functions are simple, such as the count functions, which counts many values are in the range of cells. So many functions are complex. So medyo complicated din yung ibang functions. So you can also add arguments within the parentheses of the function. Naka-state naman doon value 1, value 2. Yun yung cell address. Then arguments are the values often called cell reference. So that the function uses in its operation. So marami tayong pwedeng gamitin na function. Okay, so entering and formatting a worksheet. So like a word processor, our spreadsheet programs are extremely accommodating when you want to make the desired changes. You can manually edit any part of a formula or a function. So simply by selecting its cell and making your changes in the formula. So you just need to select the cell, and then you just type the label, or you just type the text para mag-display yung text. Okay, so this menu, so here, this menu will allow you to merge cells, to wrap the text in a cell, or change the values like dollar or percent and the like. So magagamit niyo itong menu na to para pag mag-wrap ng text, mag-merge ng text ng cell, yung merge that is combining a group of cells. So yun yung merge cells. And then you can also put these symbols, the dollar signs, and the percent sign. Yan. So, while this one, itong menu naman daw na to, will allow you to use the advanced formatting in Excel, like formatting the cell depending on a range, on a value, or depending on the inputs that you will identify. So, example, if the cell are blank and no value, that should have an automatic color of red. So, pwede yung gamitin ito. We can also have the conditional formatting, format as a table. Then using this menu also is like using, this one is like using formatting a Word file. You can change the text, the type, and color, change the size, and etc. So, pag gagamitin mo daw itong menu na to, para ka rin gumamit dun sa MS Word. Kasi meron siyang bold, italic, underline, meron din siyang font type, size of the font. We can also put colors of the text. So, halos parehong-pareho lang yung tools na to, or yung toolbars with the Word document. Okay, then let's proceed with adding charts. So this is another feature of Excel. So charts make data easier to understand. So for example, when presenting data to an audience. So for example, if you're doing your custom project, you have to present it through, you have to present the result through charts. So you can use the Excel just to create a chart for your output. Ayan. So yan yung pwede natin gawin using Excel. We can put or we can add chart. So analyzing data in a spreadsheet. So you can use a worksheet to analyze data. So most spreadsheet programs enable you to use 3 useful techniques. Ito yung mga techniques in analyzing a spreadsheet. First one is analysis. That is the process of using a spreadsheet to test how alternative scenarios affect a numeric results. So we can apply analysis in spreadsheet. Then goal seeking. So find values for one or more cells that make the results of a formula equal to a value you specify. So for example, meron kang 1,000 records. And then dun sa 1,000 records, you don't know what is the total number of the male and the female. So para madali mo siyang mabilang yung male and female, you will not do it manually. So ang hahanapin mo is, or gagamit ka ng function. So pwede yung count if. That is goal seeking. Then sorting. Now, sorting is another data analysis tool. When you sort data, you arrange it in a specific manner based on certain criteria such as by date, by dollar amount, or alphabetically. So you can also do that through Excel. So for example, gusto mong isort yung records according to age. So that is still possible. Or according to last name. So the last name should be alphabetically from A to Z. So you can do that in spreadsheet or Excel. That is one way or another way of analyzing data, that is sorting.